Hey tribe, what it do? It's the girl, keep it keep in the building. You know, okay. All right, y'all. We locked up in the house. I mean, but we got to make the best of everything. So today I'm going to share with y'all, okay, how I created this here wig, darling. Oh, and if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit subscribe to join the tribe because it's popping. It's lit. It's where you want to be. Okay, let me stop touching this hair, although I don't want to. But let's get into this video. So the hair I'm using is from brooklynhair.com. I decided to obviously go with a nice bone straight look. And let me tell you guys something. I know everybody loves frontals, and that's just like kind of the wave right now in life. But I am still a closure wig lover. Let me tell you why. Because it is way lower, way less maintenance. There we go, Keith. Let's get it together. And it's so easy to, like, they're just so much easier to make, so much quicker. Like, you can whip one up so fast. So if you are new to making wigs, we're all stuck at home, I think it's time, you get a little side hustle. This is the best time to even experiment with this type of stuff. And I think a closure wig is the least intimidating and super easy to make. So that being said, I use a dome cap, and then I always sew the closure on first. I like to sew one side almost to the middle, and then I move on to the other side and I let both sewings kind of meet each other in the back. I do that just to kind of keep it balanced. I find if you start on one side and go all the way around, you tend to have a little bit more shiftiness happening. So I start on one side sew, other side sew, and I meet in the back in the middle. Then I move on to my bundles. So I decided to go long, honey. You know what I'm saying? 24s, riding on 24s. So 2 packs of 24, a pack of 22, and a 20. I just love a new pack of weave, girl. The hair felt really good fresh out the pack, though. So I love to double my bundles. I start with the 24s at the bottom. I double them up, and I'm going to be doing the fold over method until I can't fold over method no more. So basically what that means is I start from the nape of the mannequin head, and then I'm going to be folding over the bundles instead of cutting them, and kind of moving across back and forth, like a zigzag kind of formation, but slight curvature to follow the curvature of the head of the mannequin. Now, if you've never made a wig before, but you do know how to sew, I believe that you can do this. I know you got it in you, girl. I know you can do this, okay? Take your time, as we have the time right now. And what you can do, too, is have your needles set up. I like to thread at least 10 needles. Having them there on the side, waiting for you ready to go, is going to make your process a lot faster and a lot easier. And as you can see, I use the opposite hand to hold the track in place so that it's like my guide as I'm sewing. When I get to this area that's a bit closer to the front, I'm doubling up I'm still doing the fold over method, sorry, but I'm folding the track over, but I'm not folding the track over right at the front of where my hairline would be, because I don't want it to be too bulky in that area. So as you can see there, I left a bit of a gap because I'm going to come back later in those areas, and I'm going to come in with just like a single weft later on so that it's not too bulky in the front of my head. So now I'm going on to my next bundle of 24 inches. And I'm just going to pick up where I left off and kind of just keep joining them over each other. And I'm so sorry right now, the camera got really blurry because it was on autofocus. And it was just, I didn't realize that my hand was in focus, not the wefts. So my apologies, darling. So when I started working on the wig, it was really late at night, and I was like, let me just start it and I'll continue in the morning. So boop, we have the morning here, darling, where the light is bright and sunny. We can see everything even better. So as you can see, we're almost done. We're getting there. We're really close. And I'm just going to be I'm going to start using single wefts here. As you can see, it was moving closer to the front of my hair. Because I don't want the top part to be as bulky. So I was doubling up until about halfway through the head, and then I went into single wefts for the rest of this entire wig. So once I got to the last track there, then I wet her down, the closure at the top, because I wanted to start to over direct her and get her nice and flat and create my part before putting her on. As you can see, this is the hair without any flat ironing, so it's already really nice and straight. It's laying beautifully. It looks super natural. I was already loving it, guys. So I made my part, and then I cut off the excess cap that's underneath it. Now from this point on, you can either add a band in, add clips in, whatever works best for you. I typically will add a band on the inside right next to the closure, but here you see, without any tweezing or anything, that's what the part would look like. And this is what the hair looks like without any flat ironing or anything. It just has a super natural look to it. And this is what the parting looked like. I love that about closure wigs. You kind of just slap it on and live your best life. I did have to tweeze it a little bit, and I did add a bit of concealer just for color. And I did think I was recording it, guys, and I wasn't. So I'm pretty sad about that. I'm sorry. But the good news is I do have a bunch of videos on my channel showing you guys how I do that. But overall, all in all, I'm really feeling this look. This was definitely a big pick-me-up these days. I've been looking homeless, and I feel really good today in this look, y'all. So if y'all need to pick me up, you know what to do. You know exactly what to do. So thank you, Brooklyn Hair, for the little pick me up. You guys, comment below. Let me know what you guys are doing to stay occupied in this time. Do you make wigs already? Are you going to start? Are you thinking about it? I think you should, because honestly, it's just so easy. It's so easy. You can do it. I believe in you. Also, show of hands, do you guys prefer me in straight hair or curly hair? What do you think? I don't know. I low-key love this alter ego of the straight hair because I feel like I always wear curly, but I'm a sucker for a slick middle part, darling. And this hair was pretty long. Pretty long. And I loved every bit of it, y'all. Oh, with nice chains. As well, I honestly can't reiterate to you guys how much I ride for closure wigs. Even on my curly wigs, I wear a closure wig like 90% of the time. Minimum. It's just so much easier. You slap it on and you go and live your best life. Seriously, I know we move on to frontals, but I cannot stop advocating for closure wigs. These are the best get up and goes by far. All right, guys. Well, that is all for today. Thank you so much for hanging out and kicking it with your girl. Don't forget to hit subscribe to join the tribe because it's popping, it's lit, and it's where you want to be. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. No slay.
Whispered that she don't drink, said that she rollin'. Hope I don't think that just that we smoke that I'm